One, two, 1, 2. This is just the test. Just kidding. We are live back in the land of 10,000 lakes, Minnesota, here at Fogarty Arena, South Rink. The Minnesota Moose taking on the Green Giants in District 10. It's a D8, D10 showdown. These two teams met once before. It was a 3-1 or a 4-1 victory for the Green Giants. The Moose still looking to get in the W column. The Moose with a loss on last week Thursday, missing a good portion of the team. A lot of the girls were playing in some tournaments out east through OS teams in Boston and Pittsburgh. So a rundown squad losing to the Lakers, who are missing some of their girls as well. But we are back at full strength, I believe. Back at Fogarty, taking on the Green Giants. Or Giant Green. All right, folks, sorry about that. Sharing the link with some folks over here. Cards in my pockets, we're going to get out. Minute and a half here left in warm-up. All right, folks, warm-up period coming to an end here soon. Find the roster here for the Moose. It's been a little bit. I called all these games over the weekend. So another squad. I got the Green Giants roster too. See if I can remember these Moose names now. Pucks are coming in. Romantia, Miss Audrey showing off the new stylish chin straps. The new sty, as it's called. Went with the white, thanks Brian Lynchide. Again, it goes with the new black helmet. Avery Wagner checking it out from the Green Giants. These girls just played together in Pittsburgh all weekend. Long time no see. Been like 30 hours since we've seen them. Now we get to play against them. Finley Caven, Katie Genia, Avery Wagner on the Green Giants. Looks like the Moose only have one goalie today. Ruby Simmett looks to be the only one on the bench. today, so I'm assuming she's going the whole way. Let's see if the Moose can get in the W column. It looks like Newman, Lamantia, and Ambuel starting off. These three played together on the same line in Pittsburgh all weekend, so they got 6 games together. Working on getting that line together. But Katie Jenny, Avery Wagner, number 15 front of Molly. Red my brothers at defense. Oh, and Finley Caven playing together. They're no strangers. That one was iced down by the Moose. It's like Ruby Simmett without her Moose jersey here today, wearing her Holy Family practice
Thanks
jersey.
for
You betcha.
Pittsburgh. It was
You
great
betcha.
watching you.
We're right back at it. There's Wagner firing Simmett to the side. Mantia sending it across the Ambuel just behind her. Newman will pick it up. Cross the red line, cross the blue line. Trying to get to the front. Backhand. She might have jammed that. No, it's loose out front. Still loose and comes out, and Ambuel tries to get it on net. It comes all the way out of the zone. That was loose and somehow didn't get in. It looked like Newman was going to be able to jam that one home. Here comes Norston with the loose puck. Getting through, turning, firing, and a block shot. It was loose on the back door. Couldn't get it. Was, let's see the number there. I think it was Lola Mortel, number 15, who's now in, I think. Yes. That's Cameron Bond, number 2, sending it in. So it's Bond and Norston playing defense. It's like 13 Jorgensen, 15 Mortel, and 17 Tremblay appear to be the line for the Moose. Shipped out of the zone. Bond will pick it up. Especially by Katzenmacher. Gets to the stick of Tremblay with a back check on her. Gets it in, knocked off, loose puck in the corner. And here is Gretz, number 10, sharp angle, right into the glove. Let's see, I think that's Nurnberg in net for the Green Giants. I believe she's got the black pads. Number 20, that looks to be the case. Gretz line stays in. It looks like Wendt is on the left wing. Number 9, Cameron Prado. I always say that wrong, I think. Defense, Anna Zivik. I believe I'm saying that right. And Bentley Stoffel. Stoffel keeping it in. Wendt behind the net. So 2 halves, 23 minutes each. Green Giants finally come out of the corner, break it out to center ice. And on the move up the right side, number 3, Abigail Jones. Here is Stoffel. We'll send it back to Zivik. And stolen by True Taylor. Rex off the stick of Prado. Wendt knocks it out and takes a big hit, but gets the puck out of the net, or out of the zone. Folks, it's going to be a long one here. I'm a little tired myself after all the travel. And all in 6 games this weekend. There is Stoffel. Can't clear. Loose in the circle. Coming away, Gretz. 2v1 numbers. Gretz taking it up the left, firing across, but too far ahead of number 11, Leighton Hollingsworth. That's Vicks. Yep, who's Vicks number 18 in. That one thought came out. No offside called, so apparently not. We've got Newman back in. Loose backhanding. Vicks trying to get one to the net. Newman in the corner, getting it out to Vicks, off her stick. And Lamantia came in, couldn't get it. And that one goes around, and number 4 runs into the back of the official. It's turned around. Here comes Scala getting to the front, and a nice stone and save by Nurnberg. By Burnley Scala. That brings the Newman line in on the full switch. Ambiel now in. Bond and Northton behind him. Puck loose. Lamantia shot off, kick save. Loose puck. Newman gets a piece of it and gets control of it. We'll come back to the point. Northton going to walk the line. Tipped away. Newman tries to send it back, but it'll come out. Bond will collect with pressure coming at her. That's Caden. She'll fling it off the board. Nice job by Jedia keeping that one. Across to Wagner. Northton beat it up. She goes back to the point. Fired towards the net. It's loose backhand and almost got to the stick of Wagner on the back door. And thankfully did not. Jorgensen now picking it up, but losing control. Lamantia will try to send it out. Stopped right at the blue line. Fired into the mitt of Ruby Sivic. (17-18) left here in a scoreless first half. Jorgensen line in. Well, we must be short numbers because it looks like they must be running maybe 3 centers maybe only. Because you've got Jorgensen in with Ambiel and Lamantia. I haven't done a count to see if we have 4 full lines. Maybe short of goalie. That one gets to the stick of Ambiel. She's on the move. She's got 1 in front of her, 3 chasing her. She's going to dump it. Her and Lamantia will get off. And coming out the other way, Green Giants off a couple of sticks. And Tremblay trying to get it in. Loose. Jorgensen picks it up, carries it in. Jorgensen on her backhand, trying to cut to the front. We'll go all the way around the net. We'll drop it back to the middle. And mishandled by Zivic and coming out the other way. Bumping off it, bumping off the puck with Scala. Fires it in. Ice was trying to get the stick of Mortel, but too far out in front. It goes all the way through for an icing. Looks like 16 skaters. The lines would be 12 in 4D, but I think they're playing more than 4D, so we might be running just short of 4 lines of forwards. In the corner, Moose zone. Coming out on the backhand, getting out front. Number 5 trying to get to the forehand. That was Kayla Peck. Couldn't get there. Brett's dumping it behind. That'll be sent up the boards. Now Brett's back the other way. Kudin, Bella Kudin, number 3 on the move, and she ices it in. And we'll head back into the Moose territory. All right, so you got Newman playing center. Looks like Nova went. And there's Norston making some moves. Number 9, Crotto. That one sent all the way down, but hits the net. No icing. Crotto sends it in. Newman just puts a girl to the side. Up protecting on her backhand. Going all the way through. Try to cut around. Try to get to the front hand. Lost it, but got it back. Side of the net. In comes Norston. Makes a move out front. Lost the handle, and it gets to the stick of the Giants, who will skate it out. Bond will pick it up. He's going to skate it in. Taking it left. Shot behind the net. Vicks down in the corner. Got past Hollingsworth. Backhanded shot. Loose on the back door. And somehow not a goal, but a penalty as Wagner takes a shot. Out. No goal. That thing was an initial beautiful save by Simmons. It was sitting on the back door wide open, and Norston just clears out Wagner out front and saves the goal, but it'll be a power play for the Green Giants. Oh, Jenia takes a little spill there. Got tripped up by the logo. Wagner back at the point. Now Jenia. Wagner on the left side, little slider. Harmlessly through the crease, comes all the way out of the zone, and Jenia will pick it up. Off the board, Jorgensen gets there to turn it around, right back to the Green Giants. Wagner, wide right, will go behind the net. Circling, waiting, watching. Sends it around the board. Comes back to her in the corner. Got a little bit of space this time. She's going to try to get between. Oh, and a nice poke check, Jorgensen. It'll be dumped over to Mueller Lindholm. She's going to fire and might have went off of Vixen's stick. Too far right off the deflection. 56 seconds left on the power play. Lindholm again. That one was blocked. Goes up into the netting, out of play. I think that was Vix again with 2 blocked shots on the PK. And she'll go take a rest. Romanti and Ambule coming in with Kudin and Scala for the PK. Here is Lamantia on the move. Got it out but tipped away. We'll dump it at the red line. No ice. Work it out, but too far ahead. Scala picked up Ambule, got no numbers. We'll get it to Lamantia. Turning, firing, blocked by Lindholm. Kudin fires it towards the net. Now Ambule back to Kudin. Kudin will fire it on the net. Stick save, picked up by the D. Turning around is Scala. Navigating the corner, off the board, up to Lamantia. She goes across. Just trying to get all the way to Ambule. It does get through. Ambule retains possession. Has to just dump it deep with 4 Green Giants on her. Newman and Lamantia. Lamantia comes out with it. She's coming around. Middle of the 17. Turning, firing into the glove. Covered up. That was a shot by Tremblay on the feed from Lamantia. And a good save by Nurnberg. It remains 0-0 with 11-11 Make-A-Wish to go in the first. Olivia Lamantia just made her wish. What was it? She can't say, obviously. Motel trying to get it low. It comes out the other way. There's Jenny and a Wagner. Genia driving the middle. Wagner in the corner. Back to Genia. Taken away. Broken out, but right to Wagner, misses left. I'll tell you, folks, that Wagner kid just doesn't have what it takes. That kid, folks. There's Lindholm. Getting it down to Wagner. Cross ice one-timer attempt by Caven. Missed. And a good job by Cameron Bond getting on Wagner, who was sitting between the circles looking to snipe. Puck comes out. Norston. She is trying to navigate away from Wagner, battling a great job. Newman just dumps it out. It'll be an icing. Great job, Norston. 10:09 left here in the first half. We saw this a few weeks ago. The Moose were hanging tough in the first half and actually took a 1-0 lead in the halftime. And then I think it was 3 unanswered by the Green Giants. Oh, yeah, it was 3 and then an empty netter, I think. So I think it ended up 4-1. And that one tipped out. 10 minutes left in the first half. Both teams at full strength. Into the zone. Quick shot too far right. That was Stoffel. That shot gets stopped before the net. Skating it out is number 11, Haley Reynolds for the Giants. Here comes Nova Went. So take it up the middle. Try to get through the stick. Bumped off it eventually, coming back the other way. Getting through the defense. Number 3-on-1 out to number 7. Backhanded save by Simmet. Now from the other side, another save, Simmet. And similar to that first half a couple weeks ago, Simmet saving everything in her sight in that first half. Picked off and sent out by Hollingsworth. She's giving chase with speed. Coming out, Jorgensen battling, gets to the stick of number 6, Allison Zins. And she carries it in. Jorgensen now working the corner, getting to the stick of Vick. She goes off the board. Can't clear it, but now it comes out. Arm is up as the puck was going down the boards out of my view. Icing was the call. The 8:38 left. Still zeros. Loose puck. Scala picking it up. Brimley Scala. Out of Farmington. Behind the net, Green Giants. And gets it up to number 12. Fired and might have been off of Simmet's stick. They'll come back to the point to Lindholm. Navigating. Vick's pressuring. It goes down low. Back out to the far point. Sent back to the half wall. Picked up. Fired and knocked down by number 3 out front, Abigail Jones, but Sinnott got a mitt on it. This will bring out Newman back with Ambule and Lamantia. They started the game. Actually, this is the starting 5 with Bond and Norston at defense. And Newman will take on Caven. Moves it over to Norston. Newman picks it back up in the corner. Will battle Caven, gets it up the board. Lamantia trying to get there. Can't get it out. Newman picks up the loose puck. She's on the move. Going up the left side. Lamantia trying to get back to it. Newman getting through. out to the middle and just ahead of Lamantia. She's going to knock it back to the point to Norston. Norston fires a high one. It got knocked down in the circle. And it'll get to Caven. She gets it up to Wagner. Bond trying to get back and does a great job defending Wagner. I've seen her get by that defender numerous times and put it in the back of the net. Not that time. Lamantia again, getting it up to the stick of Ambula. She's 1v1, taking it back to the middle, getting it across with a hook. Oh! And I don't know if she ever got the shot off, but there is a penalty. She was hooked for about 20 feet coming in and still made a move on the goalie to her backhand. And it was Stone, but it was an obvious hooking penalty on the Green Giants, and it'll be a power play for the Moose with 6:51 left in the first half. That'll bring in the Taylor Gretz line, which is at this point Mortel on the left and Tremblay on the right. Norston and Bond remain in that defense. That'll come back to Bond. Across to Norston. Back to Bond. Touch pass. We'll go down deep to Gretz. Passer along the boards. Brennan Allen, number 15, picks it up and they'll break it out short-handed. Getting it up to the stick of number 7. I think it's Chloe. She gets across and it goes in. Simmet was with her the whole way, tracked her, and I think it went off her stick, and it looked like it rolled up her stick, baby. It looked like that was going to be saved, and somehow that went in. It's a 1-0 lead, a short-handed goal for the Green Giants. Number 7, Chloe Katzenmacher. Yeah, again, Simmet had that one tracked. I don't know how that one went in. He said it took a weird roll after she blocked it. It rolled up her pads or rolled up her stick. Back to Lamantia to Newman, sticked away. Sent in by Kuda. Nope, Zivik. Lamantia trying to get it to Ambula. She'll send it back to the point, cross ice. Shot, oh, got deflected out front and just outside the left post. Ambula will circle with it. Newman coming in to help. Newman coming out. We'll drop it to Lamantia. She's cutting across, gets it knocked away. Oh, she takes a hit into the boards, no call. It's still a power play for 54 seconds, and coming out, the Green Giants shorthanded again. Newman comes and takes it away. It'll go around. Giants will take a change. Here comes Zivik. Stepped in. Cross ice, one-timer. Stone. Under the pad, Ruby Simmet. A beauty. The Giants were looking for their second shorthanded goal in the PK, but Simmet denies. Green Giants controlling. Sent that one on the net, and it'll be Prado up to Rent off her stick. Coming the other way. Puck comes loose. Scala cross to Prado. Taken away by Lindholm. Loose puck center ice. Lindholm. Cross ice to Kayla Peck. Will dump it in and they'll get a line change. That also clears the penalty. Both teams at full strength with 4:40 left here. Over to Wendt. And the Moose on a shift change. That goes right through everybody for an icing. Literally, there were 2 Moose, 2 Green Giants, and it went right through the middle of them all. It'll head back to the Green Giant zone with 4:24 remaining here in the first half. 1-0 Green Giants on the shorthanded goal, Chloe Katzenmacher. Newman will take on Caven. Newman back to Bond. She's got pressure, dumps it down low. Newman picks it back up, trying to center one. Out to Wagner. Bond defending, gets a stick on it. Got girls heading to the far side, and great job by Simmet putting her stick out and taking away that pass. Puck goes all the way out of play into the bleachers there on the far side. Bond up to Dix. Dix getting it out, passing up the middle, gets it to Newman. Newman, cross ice. One-time attempt by Hollingsworth, but I think a defender just got a stick on it. That was open, almost tying up the game. That'll come out. Bond's got to regroup. Getting through some traffic. Loose puck gets to the stick of Hollingsworth. She's going to fire. Went too far right. Lindholm behind her own net. Come back to the middle, getting on the move. Lindholm out of Blaine, picking it up. It's Lucy Skoglund for the Green Giants. Back up to the point. Loose puck, but it's kept in. Loose struggling to clear the zone. Still do not. And now to Bond with the pressure. The 7 drop pass to number 6. Off the pads of Simmet. Nice shot. That was Allison Zins. Lindholm reversing. Chipped in right to Zivik. Coming back out for Tremblay. Tremblay to the middle to Lamantia. She'll dump it in. Jorgensen on the forecheck. Lamantia coming in to help, but they'll break out to the other side. Ambuel will meet them there. The board, Zivik can't stop that one. It goes by rolling. No icing. It'll be picked up by Stoffel. Off the boards behind Lamantia, kept in. Finds the stick of Stoffel again. Out to Genia from Wagner, but stopped again. Coming out to Wagner, finds Genia again. That one missed left. Wagner tried to put it on from the side. There was 37 seconds left. Get it out front. And shot. This at now. Let's see if we can get the score updated. I have to score it separately on a different app, and that is now down. 22 seconds left here. Can't clear it. Out front, number 4. Loose. There was a save by Simmet in there. 8 seconds left. Newman just trying to get it up and clear it, battling. Camp at 1 second left. No shot will get off, and that'll be the end of the first half. It's 2-0 Green Giants. We will go on pause here. I'm going to mute this as I try to figure out how to get the score updated and all of that. But come on back for the second half. Moose trail by 2. Whew. All right, folks, I am back. Didn't really get much of a warm up. Could use it here in COVID Arena. Not known for its warmth. But it is the Moose with a 2-0 lead after half. The Green Giants. Did I say Moose or High Puppy?
I know that ducks.
Got hit with its tail.
How did it go down last weekend?
What's up?
How did it go last weekend?
Oh, good. Yeah, we were in Pittsburgh and we ended up winning it all. Went 6-0.
You won it all?
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, it was good.
That's cool.
Yeah, we had a good weekend, but we're all kind of tired.
Yeah.
So,
Pretty fast.
what's up?
Pretty fast. Good.
Yeah. Yeah. All right, folks. Sorry about that. Chatting away over there. Looks like their little warm-up area or period is done for the second half, and we'll get back to it. See if the Moose can make that comeback and get their first W of the fall season, fall tier 1.
They haven't won a game.
Hmm?
The Moose haven't won a game. That's not funny.
We will get Newman back out at center with Ambule and Lamantia. Simmett headed back in net. Stellar first half. Green Giants got 2, but man, she saved a whole bunch of them. Scala and I think Kuden starting off at defense. Newman has the puck going all the way behind their own net. It's knocked away, but up to Ambule. Lamantia can't wrangle it in off first stick. It'll be an ice team unless they play it, which they do. There's pockets to the stick of Newman. Firing too far left. I don't think it was deflected. Comes out of the zone to Newman. We'll go back to Kuden. Cross ice to Ambule. Ambule finding Lamantia. Trying to get back to the outside, but knocked off by Wagner, who just came on the ice. It's a pass and comes out. Caven, she's on the move with speed going right. Pass Kuden, centering one. Nope, hangs on to it. I thought she was going to center it. Now drops it back to Genia. Puts one off the pads of Simmett, and Simmett holds on. That'll bring the line change out. Jorgensen in at center. Martell and Tremblay shot off the pad of Simmett into the near corner. Norston was trying to get it up the boards. It goes all the way through for an icing. Head back down to the nearest circle in the moose zone and try it again. Looks like Mortel, Tremblay, and Jorgensen, Norston, Bond. Backhanded shot was saved Simmett by the pads. Comes out of his zone. Icing is on again. Head back another time. 5 for the Moose. He's a clock turning firing scoring. I think that was number 3, Abigail Jones. And she's going through the line, so we'll say it was Abigail Jones for the Green Giants. 3-0 Giants over the Moose. 21-13 left here in the game. Retz will take the face-off. Went on the left, Prado on the right. Zivik and Stockel in a defense. That one went offside. Oh. Giants on the move. Great take check. Zivik. Retz. Cross to Wentz. Will backhand it in the zone. Get a change. Newman coming out with Vicks and Hollingsworth. Scala at the blue line. Stopped at the half wall. So it's working to the far side. Hollingsworth, Newman couldn't get the shot off. Tipped away. Loose comes off the goalie stick. It's loose out front. It's still banging around. And it gets to the stick of number 3, Abigail Jones, who just skates it out and fires it in deep. Pick up pass off the stick of Hollingsworth. Held up. Newman picks it up. Cross ice. Food in. That one got deflected and went behind Hollingsworth. And Giants cave in. Comes out to Scala. So we do. Cross ice. Finding Hollingsworth. Comes back to Scala looking for Jorgensen. Hoffer sticking in the zone. Ambuel now in the corner. Jorgensen. Romancia in. Pokes it and holds at the half wall. But it comes out to Jenny as she's on the move. Bond in front, along with Norston. Jenny gets it in deep. Norston on her. Lamantia on her. Comes out to the point. Norston tips it away. She's on the move. Fires it across to Ambuel behind the defense. Turning, firing off the glove. Drops down to the ice, but covered before Norston could get on. And that's the quick release of Ambuel, but a nice save. Now in number 1, Natalie Grams for the Green Giants in the second half. And that's the one that often finds the back of the net as well. And it goes past the Lamantia's feet. Bond will send it back to Lamantia. Trying to make some moves, knocked away. Coming back out, Wagner. Fired off the pads. Romantia trying to find Ambuel again, too far ahead. Picked up by Ella Cole. Loose puck, neutral zone. Popped up into the air right in front of the Moose bench. Stolen by Gress. Making a move back to the left. Will get it in deep, no further. Moose are on a change. And a block shot, Bond. He's out. Turned and fired. And loose. Held up in the pads. It's still loose. No whistle at the door. Well, you saw something similar for the Moose on that side where it was loose forever and banging out with no whistle. And the Moose didn't score, and the Green Giants get it in. That'll make it 4-0. It looks like Katzenmacher went through the line. Verse number 18. Griffin Hall was there as well, but I don't know officially who got it, but Katzenmacher went through the line first. If it was hers, it would be her second. It's 4-0 Giants. Of the green variety, Zivik will go behind the net for Stoffel. He has pressure. Turnover. Newman bodying off and coming away with the puck. He's on the move. Taking it up to the right side, sending it in. We'll give chase. Went with her. Newman just shoving girls to the side. As the backhand went underneath the legs, walking and blocked shot. Scholars was knocked down by the winger, and it'll come out to the Green Giants on the move. They'll get a change after sending it in past the red line. Simmett will hold it. Nobody getting it for the Moose. Now they do. Bouncing back and forth, gets to the Green Giants, makes a move, turning, firing, missing. I couldn't tell where that one went. Must have went out of play. Four nothing Green Giants with 16:24 left. Jorgensen will take the draw. Nixon Hollingsworth in with Jorgensen. Kuden and Scala at the beat. To the point. Low shot sticked away by Simmett. Kuden coming away. Off the stick of Vicks, sent back in. Back to the point. 14. Hits him. Reminds me of our ad over there, Pixel and Pitzel. But it's Pitson. And battling behind the net, but Green Giants remain in possession of the puck. Now Jorgensen coming out, finding Vicks. He's on the move. Defender fell down. Breakout pass was tipped by the Green Giants into the zone. Rex now in with Ambuel. Fired on net by Bond. Picked up Brett's. Ambuel looking for the loose puck. Comes away with it to Brett's. We'll drop it back to Bond. Turn fired a high one off the glove of Natalie Grams and out of play in the netting. 14:55 remain before we can make that 50-minute drive back to Rosemount and hop into bed. Not thinking about that at all right now. I'm all about the action, folks. On a low shot. That's right. And Buell tipped it towards the net and covered up. And number 18 giving some extra shoves over there. That's Brooklyn Hall. And I don't know if I recommend that. Threats in the circle. Picked up the Nancy Church fire, stopped. Didn't see Lamantia come on, but she's on the left side for the face-off at least. Andiel on the right, Threats in the middle, Norston and Bond behind them. See if they can get something cooking. And by Bond holding, Andiel with the trip and a penalty on the move. Will be delayed. And you can see the frustration on Andiel's face. She knew it, but it wasn't an intentional one, but it happened. And it'll be a power play for the Green Giants up 4-0. We'll bring on Newman with Tremblay, Zivic, and Stoffel to work on the PK for 2 minutes. Shot fired by Jenia, rubbed up by Simmons. And hauling down to Wagner, walking it in. Off the stick of Simmons, it's loose out front. Traffic, and Tremblay had a stick on it for a moment, and a nice job by Stoffel just icing that one out. We've got a lot of games this weekend. I didn't look totally at the calendar, but I heard we've got 5 this weekend for the Moose here. I think they're all at Fogarty. So that's fun. Nothing ever in the old South Metro. Even the East Metro? Any other Metro but the North Metro? And down the cross. Fired on that. Simmett. Stop and cover. "57 seconds left on the Green Giants power play. True Taylor got stopped. There's Lindholm. She turns, fires, blocker save up into the netting, out of play by Simmons. Ruby's been busy in this one. No shots on goal on the scoreboard, but let's just say she's seen a couple. In comes Wagner, Jenny, and Caven with 41 left on the power play. Isn't a surprise. Wagner feeding Caven out front, turning, firing, stopped by Simmett. Mortel in the corner. Jenny comes away with it. Out to Nolling, back to Jenia. Jenia turning, firing, saved Simmett. Jenia picks up the loose puck, goes cross ice. Wagner, she'll circle back to the left, loses the handle, gets it back. Up to the point, Nolling. Back to Wagner, left side. Toss to Jenia, firing. Too high. Nolling setting it up left side. Working, here comes Andiel out of the box and knocks her off. It didn't see that coming. It's 5-on-5. I didn't see it coming either. I wasn't watching the clock. I was watching all this great PK action by the Moose. Now cross ice and a block shot by Andiel. Feeding up the boards, finds Andiel, tries to dump it out, but coming in was number 12 from the bench, Skoglund. Now it comes out to Andiel. He's got to hang on to it and make some moves through the middle. Trying to get to her forehand. Can't get the shot off. And the Green Giants find the puck and they're on the move. 2-on-2. Bond with the defense. They'll go sliding into the Raising Cane's corner. Bond giving a little shove to the throat of number 12, Lucy Skoglund. That one coming all the way out. Will be played. That's on a forecheck. Went in there now. Oh, what a big hit on the boards on Went, and that'll be a power play for the Green Giants on the delayed penalty. And now whistled dead. Went will head to the penalty box with 10:34 left in this one. And Newman, Crotto, Stoffel, and Zivik in for the PK here. And there's a penalty, a little maybe retaliation. As number 10, Corbin Kruger will head to the box as she took down Zivik with the cross check from behind. And that'll get some 4-on-4 hockey for the next 155. Pass behind Wagner. Sent in by the Moose. Jenny's pass was off of the skate, up into the air. Now in cross-ice Genia, looking for Wagner in the middle of the ice. That one stolen by Newman coming the other way. Coming back to the middle, back check by Caven, knocks it away. Here comes Nolly, number 13. Scala on her, but can't knock the puck away. Loose puck, and Vix, no numbers. She's on the move, red line. Battling over the blue line, will get stopped there, but a great job getting it in 1v3. Reese Vix battling through it. As some of the line mates want to change, but it's still 4-on-4 hockey. Now you see a little more space out there on the ice. Nice poke check, Kudin. Now it'll be Scala picking up the loose puck. Finding Vix again. Trying to wrangle it. Number 6 comes from behind and takes it the other way. Simmett leaves it for Kudin. She sends it up the board, but nobody home for the Moose if they want to change. Amantia now back in. Doesn't quite come out of his zone. Jorgensen now. Cross ice, Kudin. Comes out. And Went now in off the box. We'll dump it in. Amantia the other one on now during the change. Let's see if she can do anything. Can't. And that will just working out to the middle. Nice touch pass. Bond defending in the right. Retz, loose puck. Up to Andier, no further. Here comes Gretz, 2-on-1. Cross ice. Too far ahead of Lamantia. Back to Norriston, bobbles it. It'll come out. She's got to regroup. And picked up by the Green Giants. Zivic now picking it up and reversing. Glass trying to find Lamantia. She tried to send it out, doesn't. At the one player's face. Zivic will go around the boards. Ambiel will try to get there. And around here's Norston. Fires it off the stick of Gretz. It'll go in, so no icing. Both teams are at full strength, obviously now. Seven minutes left. Lindholm fires it off the boards. Newman. She's going with it, puts it off the boards, trying to follow it up. Genia comes away with it. She's on the move. Newman fired in by Caven. Grabs it behind the net. Out front, Wagner somehow didn't score. It looked like it was going to go in. Loose puck. Now up in Holland, she backhands it off the pad of Simmet. Another attempt by Wagner, stopped by Simmet. Loose puck back to Nolling, gets knocked down. Newman backhands her out of his own. Scala missed Prado. Gets to Wagner, but Puden turns it. Oh, 5 minutes, 15 seconds left. Jorgensen pulled it up. He's out front. Jorgensen clears. It's by the defense, comes out. And Gretz comes away with it. Cross ice. Turning, firing. Low shot. It's loose out front. And still loose as the Green Giants were trying to clear as the shot by Hollingsworth. Loose puck, Vicks. Getting by, pushing through. Defense stopped there, so the puck was cleared by the goalie. And that one shot on Gretz. The second attempt as well, and coming out the other way. 3.5 left in this one offside. Stoppel sends it out. Finds Ambiel up the left side. Ambiel trying to find Lamantia. Got there, but the defense did it. Shoot. Off Lamantia's skate. Stoffel sends it back down low. Ambuel racing to get there. Tipped away by the Giants on the move. They're coming away with it off the skate of Ambuel and back in for the Green Giants. Drop pass, Lamancy got a block shot with the shin pads. 2:15 left in this one. And all Green Giants after about the first 7 or 8 minutes. The Moose were giving them a battle and wore out. Cross ice, and got a little bit of a piece of that one. Went down low, getting up the boards. Nancy and Stoffel battling at the half wall. It comes out to the Green Giants. They fire. Quick save. Civic. Civic runs into a brick wall and fired off the glass. And no icing as they hit a Green Giants player. That'll get a change coming with 1:24 left. Newman, Martell, Tremblay, Keaton defending, Scala helping, Martell, cross ice to Tremblay in the zone, unprofit by Lindholm. It'll hit Scala, come back, trying to regain possession. Martell trying to get the puck. Newman will skate it out of the zone. Has to regroup. And we'll circle back. "18 seconds left. The Giants looking to just try to skate this one out. No quit in Newman, though. Finding Tremblay. And that'll do it. It's a 4-0 win for the Green Giants. Said after about the first 7 or 8 minutes, there wasn't much doubt in this one. And that'll do it for a late Tuesday night here in Fogarty South. Numb hands to get on out of here and head to bed. Thanks for joining. We'll see you this weekend. Again, I heard there's 5 games. I have no idea when they are. But as always, check your local listings.